I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Where were we?
We're in a tunnel.
Yeah. Well, you guys finished up your first job in Delnori, swiftly moved on to the second, where you were just there to help with a pest problem, and ended up fighting off a load of these horrific creatures, monstrosities that are kind of hooved canines, and you ended up tracking them deeper into North Fisher, past the tannery, to the old HQ of the Touch Lotus Thieves Guild. Once the Thieves Guild of Delnori, since they split, it became this Touch Lotus Guild. You fought off a load of these creatures at the fog-covered building that had been completely burnt out and left to rot, and then found your way down through a locked and trap door into what we can only describe as a fossilized temple that had been found and tunneled to from the HQ building. You made your way in, and it looked like the place was once made of wood, and obviously it had been fossilized into this opal grey stone, and the casting of it was imperfect, but you made out pictures of this woman that decorated the space, and the word Evraen in Signora that Sentinel translated, and you spoke to Murmur the bird, which gave you a bit more information about what Evraen was, and also how it connected, how this Evraen, this mother of magic, connected to him as well. And then you found the office, which is a rubble-filled room to the side of this main fossilized temple. And you decided that you were gonna, with the little sketched map of the area you had, there was a line going through it, and the tracks of these creatures led to that. And so you think they originated from this pile of rubble, and you cleared it with a couple of castings of shatter, and you spent a few hours clearing the debris, and you found this tunnel along with a body of one of these creatures. You followed the tunnel, and it went down at about a 30-degree angle for 100 feet. And at the bottom, it became a small circular tunnel about 2 feet wide, and and at the end of that, about 20 feet away, it dropped into a tunnel filled with water. And you decided among you that Amaya would go a rope tied around her ankle, 200 feet worth of rope, and that she would then crawl down this small tunnel, drop into the water-filled one, and swim as far as she could.
Bye. Nice knowing you guys forever.
Have fun.
Love you.
Good luck. I believe in you.
As soon as Amaya gets out of sight, she is in her head. You're great. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You're gonna be fine. Please don't die.
So, Amaya.
You just hear panting and.
So, Amaya, you crawled down this small tunnel, and you plopped face first into the water. You had the stone with light cast on it from Aura, and those rays are kind of beaming out from between your fingers as you, a mixture of kicking your feet and swimming and crawling along with your arms.
Been training for this.
Yeah. You get 50 feet, and then 100 feet, and you can't see the end, but what you do see in the way is something about the 100 feet mark, and you crawl up to it, and as you get closer you can see it's the drowned body of a creature by these hooved canines that you've seen. And you squeeze past it.
Oh
over it. It's squashed, squishy. It's been there for a few weeks, and as you do so, you pick up.
It's so
I
bloated.
can't even pick up a rotten orange. Like
It's so
And
bloated.
you kick up some. It's like almost a silt on it as you move past it, and you kick up a bit of it, where some of it's rotting, and you move. Your eyes are open, and they start stinging a bit more as you've been going deeper. And this is brackish water, so it's partly salted. You move along, and you reach the minute mark. You're at about 150 feet. You can still keep going a fair way.
There is only 50 feet of rope left.
But you've only got 50 feet of rope left. And then it abruptly stops at about a 45-degree angle, and you crawl up and you move out into an opening.
I'm gonna
Take a few deep breaths.
After like every minute, I'm like, "Hey, have you reached the end yet? You didn't tug on the rope. The rope's running out, Amaya. Are you nearly there? Oh my fucking god!"
So I'm gonna wait for Sentinel to message, and then I'm gonna. Do I think back
You
to
think
reply?
back, yeah.
So I think back to reply to them and say, I'm pulling on the rope 3 times because there is air here. You can come through. There is a dead animal halfway.
Right, sick.
So
great.
are you just going to brace the rope on this side?
Pretty much. Is there something for me to hold on to, like at the side?
So you're in a similar tunnel to the one before, the narrow one.
Yeah.
So you're at about it's about 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide. So you could brace against it probably. Just brace against the walls.
What I'm actually going to do is instead of having it around my wrist this time, so I've got
around your
more.
ankle.
Sorry, around my ankle. I'm going to wrap it around my waist.
Cool.
So that I've got a bit more to kind of like pull back on, so people can pull through properly rather than like my ankle like flapping.
Yeah, that's cool. So you do that. You've got a good brace on it. You've still got about 40 feet of rope left, so you've got plenty to tie around you, and you brace against
Not
the sides of
40
the walls.
feet wide.
Yeah.
Just wrapping it around, covering yourself in rope.
It's real sturdy.
Okay, so it is 150 feet. So,
Sick.
Does anyone have a negative constitution?
No.
Good job, everyone.
And
Good
no one has a
team.
0.
No.
Okay, who has a 1? Okay. So you have a 1, 2 is fine, that's 3.
Oh, no, I have a 1.
Oh, you got 1. You've got 1 as well, Moxie?
Yeah. We are both blessed, if that.
Okay,
means
so the maximum you can swim is 300 feet at half speed.
But
So
even with the rope.
with the rope, you'll probably still be fine. So that I'm just figuring out if it's worth rolling, basically. But I think with the rope,
It was 150, isn't it, rather than 300?
exactly. So
it's fine.
something to fuck up. So yeah, are you guys happy to just go one by one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Define happy.
Yeah, we're going to get some waterborne diseases when we go
Oh,
past
yeah.
the dead creature.
I can cure disease, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's a bit silty now, and with each person that passes it gets a bit cloudier. But with even though you have almost no visibility with the rope, you can pull yourself along. So it probably takes about half an hour, I reckon, in total for you guys to go through, check everyone's okay, message back, So
Oh yeah, how long is the distance?
it is 150 feet.
So we couldn't cast message, so I would have to stay until the end if we wanted to do that, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to tell each other.
That's
So you
true.
can't cast message.
Because it's only message is 120
yeah.
feet. Sending is unlimited.
That's right. So the message that you sent Amaya would just say you conveyed that information through the tugs on the rope. So you guys.
Oh no, she's in my book, so I can still
Oh,
do
right.
sending.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
That's the point.
That's fine.
Is
It's
that
message.
I would
I
have
see.
to stay
Absolutely.
to be able to receive
Yeah.
anything.
That's fine. So we won't have to go through it person by person. Half an hour passes. The last one of you make your way out of the water. Yeah. Maya and those who came first probably getting a little chilly at this point, but yeah, you are all in a similar tunnel of the one that you came from, 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide. You won't be able to use the rope on the way back, so one of you have to do the same thing again, but you're standing in the tunnel.
What's around us in this half an hour that I've been floating?
Well, you've been up racing, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean,
Someone else would have noticed the first person who came
Yeah.
through after.
So as you all appear out, look similar, 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide, pitch dark. And the difference is that you can smell a burning metal smell almost. something that catches in your nose. You can almost feel it in the air like a static charge, and as it moves down by about, it moves 60 feet, so you can see just about where it sort of turns off with your dark vision, and if you were to follow that, it moves for another 60, 80, 100 feet, and then it opens out abruptly into this kind of gaping opening, and it's just dark within that. So what is your marching order if you're going to approach the big opening?
Do you want me to go up front again so I can be sneaky?
To be fair, you could all probably congregate at the opening because it's quite big, but then what are you going to do when you're there? Like, it's a big opening
Look
for
at
you.
it.
It's completely dark in there, right? We can't see
Do
anything.
we want smaller light or bigger light?
Big light.
I will say that at the moment you haven't really looked in detail. You just know it opens into a big dark room, but you can't see what's around the corner or where you are, kind of thing. So,
Do you want me to either stand zeal or do you want me to sneak in?
Sneak.
Okie dokie.
I was going to say I can sneak behind you, but I'm not like that.
Well, I have the ability to make myself invisible. I can
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary though. But
I hear
okay,
anything.
You don't. You can come in with me because you'll be invisible, but I will be
You hear
still
rushing
visible.
water.
Just
I hear rushing water. Can anyone hear rushing water? Fuck.
not again.
Another big snake, is it?
Not again.
Another
Does
one.
it sound like just regular rushing water, like a river?
Maybe it's echoing from within the cave, so it doesn't sound like white water, but it's definitely moving water of some sort.
Okay.
Does it sound like blue water? Sorry.
So
there a breeze?
Huh?
Sorry. Is there a breeze?
No, not right now.
Okay.
So you two are going to appear, and you're going invisible.
I'm going invisible.
So roll a stealth check for Sentinel, and you get advantage, Eugene.
Do you want the light or no light now?
I think it defeats the point of the invisible and the sneaky a little bit if you go in with the light.
You still have the light on among you. Both.
I'll turn it off.
Both of them.
Yeah.
The Eugene, not the Eugenes as well. Okay, so it's
Well,
pitch
I'll
dark.
keep Eugene's on us if we're just outside the room and just
Yeah, because my one's just a dim light for 10 and bright for 5.
Okay.
So it's not the biggest.
Okay. Sentinel yourself.
15.
Okay.
19.
Very nice. So you step forward. There's plenty of space for the both of you as it widens out. You step forward to the edge of this opening, and you see as you're stepping forward, you see more pieces of the broken opalized stone around the edge of this tunnel in the rock, and you cast your gaze at your feet where there is a ledge, and the ledge goes probably sort of 5 feet in front of you and off to the left. But as you look up into the open space, you can see 30 feet below your feet and off of this ledge is a crescent of rushing water that separates where you are and the ledge that you're standing on, with a plateau of this opal stone ahead. That opal stone is probably around 200 feet away it starts. So it's a large body, this crescent of water. And you can see on that plateau of opal stone there are actually torches burning there. About 50 feet along this edge, this ledge that you're standing on, to your left, it runs along the edge of this big cave, 50 feet, and there's the remnants of anchors 50 feet away that once held a rope bridge that now dangles down
Which
into the
side
water.
was it cut off?
Hard to say from here. The anchors are on both sides, but this.
But if it's dangling, surely one's still holding and the other one isn't.
Yeah, it just looks like. I mean, you probably have to 50 feet away. It looks like it was cut from the other side because you can't see any dangling on that side, whereas you can see bits of the old rope bridge in the water on your side. Yeah. Above that, you see 100 feet above you, stalactites hanging above you on this ceiling, and on the plateau you can see people working among the burning torches, hunched. Some of them have tools. You think there's about 4 of them. There are tents that have been set up some desks, beds on this plateau. You can't hear anything but the rushing water, but you can see them 200 to 250 feet away, operating on this stone plateau that seems like an island from your side. And on the furthest point of that plateau, one of the people is rubbing at something, taking a stone rubbing from onto a piece of parchment on the base block of a vast archway made from the same opal fossilised stone that stands about 15 feet tall. The arch is grand, clearly crafted by a master of its time, but fossilised as well. The imprint, the original stone, has survived, but some of the detail has been lost. And there is new damage, patches of new stonework where they've attempted to fix it, and there is a new large shear down one side that seems to have not been repaired yet. And the archway goes nowhere. You recognise this archway from your vision.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I do tell Sentinel, as I believe that's what I saw with the vision from the rat creature. But I whisper.
Fucking hell. Alright. I can't have you got... I don't suppose you've got a drawing of how this is laid out, because I can't visualise it. I'm really sorry.
I'll do it. I kind of read that in a bit of a weird way. So you guys are basically at an opening, and on your left there runs a ledge about 50 feet that hugs the edge of this cave. The cave itself is a massive opening, about 100 feet tall, and to the far side of that, separated by this body of water, is a plateau made of that opal stone, and on that opal stone is people working,
And that's
tents.
200 feet away.
About 200 feet away. And the very furthest point of that opal plateau is the archway that's built into the furthest wall of the cave.
That's about what I got. Just comparing
Where's the
drawing
bridge?
those.
The rope bridge is down on the left at the edge of the ledge that goes off to your left, about 50 feet away from you. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So then the body of water being in between you two. Yeah.
That's the bridge.
Okay.
Is there any other, from where we can see, would the only way for them to have come from is through the thingy, or is there like there's anywhere else that they would have come from?
Roll a perception check.
I'm going to argue that to get to work every day, these people are not going past a dead body and holding
Well,
it back for
there's
3 minutes.
tents, so
Going to
they're
work.
obviously living there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Perception, you say? 19.
That's much better than mine. I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, Eugene, maybe the
I'm looking at the
archway
opal.
is... Yeah, it's like... It's kind of taking you back, seeing something that was an vision that was implanted in your mind, and then seeing it in reality is a bit disturbing. Sentinel, you can see that at the far side, kind of off to the right of the lift, there is what could be some kind of contraption that has ropes running up into the ceiling. And you do see
Where's the lift?
That's what it is. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
So you
right, so
actually
the whole
see-
thing is like a lift.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
you see
right.
after a moment this platform, a wooden platform, descending slowly, and there's someone on there, and they're descending down, and then it locks, and there's like a massive metalwork of gears and brass, and they step off and move in among the torches as well.
Do we still have water walking?
No. It's not prepared.
I was gonna mess with them.
Oh, you haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, you don't know.
So
Yeah, you
that
guys are
guy.
still within the tunnel, and you two have stepped forward so you were like kind of at the entrance of the cave, the ledge in front of you.
I take it there's nothing of note between us and them.
Water in front of you, and like 100 feet of rushing water.
I know, I get that, but just just before the water, there's nothing really.
No, just a sheer drop.
opening, yeah.
Ledge that goes around to the left.
Fine.
From the furthest point on that 50-foot ledge to the thingy, how far is that?
So the closest point would have been where the rope bridge was, which is probably between 50 and 100 feet, maybe 75 feet that it would have been.
Okay, so there is options. We do have options if we want to go over there. It's just not very stealthy.
Do we want to go over there?
Can we go back? Because we can either go all the way back out and leave and just leave this for another day, but we would have to crawl through that fucking water thing again. It'd be easier, we kind of know what we're doing. I've come back to tell everyone this. Or we press on and maybe find another way out. But at the moment, those are like, we can't, there's not a third option. It's carry on forward or come back.
How many people were there that we could see?
5 now. Cool. There were 4 and one of them's just come down the list.
Do you think we can take them?
I mean, I'd probably only incapacitate them rather than straight out.
Do we try and talk to them?
We could probably try and talk to them.
Do they look like Lotus people?
Probably couldn't see from that.
I could pretend to be a god.
What did you roll on your perception?
19.
A 19. You don't see any of the sigils on their person. You do, with a 19, you see some of them look like they're wearing bits of armour in a strange place. So one of them, it looked like he had half of a kind of mask on his face that was made of brass, maybe, that caught the torch a bit. There were elements of oddness about them, but you wouldn't know if they were of the touch lotus. It's not too far to see.
Putting that with the fact that we think this is where your vision, where the rats were, that probably suggests they're probably not touch lotus, and they're probably not of completely sound mind anyway. So I'm not sure if we could 100% reason with them without.
I don't know when that vision took place though. These could just be, researchers. Hopefully that'd be nice.
It would be so nice.
It did have that. You would have had that opinion of, say, the guy who was taking a stone rubbing, for example. That's what it looked like. They were like researching and working on the art.
I don't necessarily think they're trying to break anything or like that they're bandits or anything. Like researcher sounds right, but whether they're 100% of sound mind, given that they have a similar, like there is an element that could be similar to the rat.
Do we pop over there and be like, oh, hey guys, we're just looking for the touch lotus. We haven't been here in a while.
It's a shady underground, syndicate.
Yeah, but they kind of look a little bit shady, let's be honest.
They could just be friendly archaeologists.
You could be friendly archaeologists.
In armour.
Yeah.
Bits of wood armour.
I've got darkness we can use that to hide ourselves and get ourselves closer without being seen.
I've got a fog.
I don't know how we'd get
But then we'll just
I appreciate that. I don't know how
them.
we would even get closer, even if it's like the thing that I can get me across is, and somebody else's thunderstep. You've probably got.
I've got vortex.
You can use
that can send one person.
Which can send one person. I don't know how many times you can still do that. Yours
Just
is only
once.
30 feet.
Yeah, and it's only me as well.
But that being said,
We could get one person over with rope.
and try and pull. Is the rope bridge entirely broken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It'd probably take too long to mend it. That was my other option.
The anchors are on both sides, but
If we
They're
attach
probably
them.
going to see us do that anyway. I would try to speak to them first, and if we need to attack, we can attack.
Yeah.
Well, they can't get to us if they do want to attack.
And we've got.
They won't hear us that far away. We already said we can't hear them at the moment with the rushing water.
Yeah, I might have to use
Someone
my
would
crossbow
have to go
once.
over.
I didn't know you still had that.
We could use
I've got to
light,
get rid of it.
try and attract their attention.
It's more than, no, it was 200 feet to like the nearest person, wasn't it?
yeah, around that.
Okay, yeah, no, can't send message. So, yeah.
What if we walked around the what if we walked around the ledge? That gets us 50 feet closer, and if it's only 75 feet across to this platform,
Only?
at least then we could message.
We couldn't see
How
if they
close is
were.
the nearest person? Because that's just to get to the other side, though. It's still in
We
the
couldn't see if anyone was armed.
It's hard to say. You saw some of them had tools,
Well, yeah.
and some of them might have what could be knives. They definitely look well built. Like they're not like skinny researchers. They're quite well built, and they were talking among themselves, but a lot of it was lost to the actual words they were saying were lost to the rushing water.
Would you be able to read
While
their
we're
lips?
discussing, can I ritual cast Augury?
Would you be able to
It's 10
read their
minutes, right?
lips if you could see? Would you be able to read their lips if you could see?
Yeah, if I can see their mouths. Yes, I
That
can.
might be a starting point if we can get you close enough.
To be honest, I think we just need to go and try and speak to them, because we can't get across without drawing attention to ourselves. So if we just go in and say,
We're lost.
Hi, we're looking for such and such.
Augury will help with that. 'Cause I'm,
Oh, okay,
I'm
we'll
going to
wait.
ask
Okay.
if we should talk to them.
Nice.
If they'll be nice to us if we talk to them.
What's the range on lip reading anyway?
I think it's just
As long as you can see.
Yeah, I guess
their
so.
mouths.
Fair enough. Okay, so if everyone waits for the augury, so you just...
Because I could disguise self as well while Sarah's getting that up. I can disguise self to look like them and just be like, oh yeah, I came down and left.
If I can see a creature's mouth while it's speaking a language that I understand, I can interpret what it's saying.
Okay, you might have to get slightly closer because, like I said to Sandra, it's hard for her to make out if they were lotus. So to make out that and the movement of their lips, you might have to move maybe slightly closer to where the rope bridge is, because at the moment you're about 200 feet away. So maybe if you were more like 150 to, that kind of distance, you'd be able to read their lips.
If you were to look like them, I could just pop you over there.
That's what I was thinking.
And
because Vortex Work is
Obviously,
essentially silent.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Doesn't sound.
It's not like fucking
Name
thunderstep,
vortex,
which makes
yeah.
a noise that's heard for 300 feet.
Okay. While he's looking, you roll the bones, the knuckles onto the ground that you guys are kind of huddled in the little tunnel.
Oh, I could teleport you into the middle of the lake.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It can be on a surface or in a liquid that they don't have to squeeze.
How fast is this water moving?
It's got a bit of movement to it. It's not like it's not
Gone
like
forever.
Yeah. What are you asking?
I forgot my card.
I will ask. Will they be nice to us if we talk to them?
Okay. You
That's a terrible question.
feel the faint snap of static as you roll these, and there's a very faint wind that blows through your hair, and you get a sense that talking to them would be very much a woe.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we shouldn't try to.
So we shouldn't send one person.
No.
In which case,
Can I try and read the lips as well then? Before we go, see what they're at least talking about.
get as close as you can, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky.
I may as well go. I'm invisible still for an hour, so I may as well do anything. So
I mean, that was
with.
pretty stealthy as well.
Roll a stealth check then,
I
please.
think with the
Boy.
rate of the water, we need a rope on the other side, so we don't get.
Oh,
Sweet.
That is not good. That's real bad.
Natural 20 for 22.
Nice.
Where does the water, if it's rushing past, where does it go?
So it sweeps past from the right, and it goes under where the bridge once was,
Yeah.
and then it drops away into some kind of cave system off to the left.
Okay, so if we mess up, we're going to go straight over the edge. There's no time to save ourselves, pretty much.
It's not moving like rushing. It's not like a rapids. There is a bit of movement to it,
But there's not much space between where we
rope
would be,
bridges.
what we would be trying to cross.
maybe 30 feet or so.
12.
12. Okay. And you got 22. Okay. So as you go to step out, you've already been out once, and you know that how unstable the area is, the bits of rock, and Freya's about to step on an area of gravel that would just skid on her foot, and you just quickly tug on her sleeve and you move out the way of that, avoiding it. You move slightly closer to around 175 feet, 150 feet, and you're just going to try and read their lips. Okay. So
Can you see that far?
in the time that you cast augury and moved out with Eugene, 2 more of them have ascended up the lift. So there's now 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of them walks. You can see them a lot clearer. Actually, they're wearing the jerkin that you guys took from the Thieves Guild, a leather piece, and you can see on one of the sleeves what could be. It's still quite far away, but it could be similar, like the touch lotus symbol. But what you can see from this distance is that the 2 that are talking, one of them has this kind of brass plate over their eye. He looks pretty burly, pretty rough, and has a brass thing over his brass plate over his eye with a lens on it. And the other one that comes up to they come up to the one who's taking a stone rubbing, and that one who's taking the stone rubbing, they have a hand that has been replaced with bits of brass tools and tinkering tools and stoneworking tools.
Sorry.
And the one with the mechanical hand, so the one with the brass eye, it goes up to the one with the hand and says, Chrysophene wants us to meet beneath the cliff.
Chrysophene?
Mm-hmm.
What a name.
Yeah.
That sounds like they're fucking off.
Chrysophene, sorry.
Chrysophene. Is it like Christopher and then a fane?
Crissaphane.
You spell these things so quick. But I just start and I'm like, no, that's gone forever.
Criss.
Criss.
So what did it say again? Chrysophane.
Chrysophene wants us to meet beneath the cliff.
Wants to meet beneath the cliff.
Next job's in motion.
Piss.
And then the one with the the one with the eye continues. The one with the hand seems to be ignoring him. We'll get the molten gold, get the other materials. He looks up at it. It'll be stable. He thinks it'll be stable. And then the one with the hand says, he is responsible for both breaks. The cult of the buried door used it without breaking, not once. He has the book, but he struggles to do it alone.
Book. Floating book.
And then the eye says, be pragmatic, sister. I understand your frustration. And she bats away a tool that she was using. What if this burrowing is fruitless? Has he scoured it before? He has scoured it before us. We die a little more with each trip. For what? And the eye picks up a boulder about 2 feet in diameter and just breaks it in two. And when he is done, who will stand in our way? That's what we're doing this for. One more trip, sister. One more, and then we can be bereft of him and become not a guild of thieves, but the guild of thieves, the only one worth buying. And then he mumbles something else to her, and he walks to the lift. And leaves the one with the hand at the stone pillar arch. Sorry.
So there's only 2 in there now. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back and recount all of that. This is some talk shit.
Do we want to wait for them all to fuck off? They're all leaving, or do we want to go and dispatch them?
I mean, this would be the opportunity to take on less.
But do we wait a couple of minutes to see if the other 2 also go? Because I'm thinking we could just go up the lift when they've gone, because you told us that basically someone picked up a rock and just ripped it in half with their bare hands.
Yeah.
We should let that person get out of range, especially if we have to find a way over there.
Chrysophane person is the one making all the clockwork things.
Yeah.
Right? That's the assumption.
Also, it sounds like they are touch latest.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the hand contraption?
It was very intricate and scary.
It was very scary, but mighty efficient. I was useful, yes.
Also, is anyone else really concerned by the phrase, we die a little more each trip?
Yeah,
that is a really concerning phrase.
It's a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
Are they undead?
So they're trying to fix this archway.
My friends.
Foxy's like, yes, let me go!
So,
Or
do we destroy the archway?
How far is your divine sensey thing?
30 feet.
Is it 30?
I can't use it at the moment. It's 60 feet though.
You guys are tapped. You're tapped. You're not.
I'm not. I've still got like 5. I did big naps. I did so many naps.
I've got a level 2.
Are you suggesting we shouldn't fight them?
No, I thought you were tapped. I didn't realise you guys were...
Do you not remember how many naps I've taken?
Yeah, I know you've had naps, but...
I mean, if we work out what cliff they were talking about, we could spy.
This is true. Do we know the names of any of these cliffs? Bearing in mind we've been here 2 days.
They just said cliff.
The cliff.
So it could be anywhere, but...
I mean, the only way of working out where we are in the town is by going out the exit.
Their exit, because otherwise we're not even going to have a clue. If we go out our exit and go like through the fissure, we have no concept of where they are.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
gonna have to go across.
We have to go
somehow.
there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've got two tools in which to get across. One person can get across with Steve's thing, with Aura's thing. 2 people can get across, but our stealth is entirely blown.
How far is it down?
About 10 to 15 feet down to the water.
But just rushing water.
It's not rushing, it is moving, but
How far is it across?
75 feet at the closest point.
That is very far. Unless we...
How much is that in meters?
Fuck's sake.
How many Charlies?
Like,
How many Charlies?
If we,
How
can
many
get, if we can get someone onto the other
30
side
Charlies.
of the rope
No, it's
bridge,
not more than 5
like,
foot
tie a
tall.
rope on it.
Yeah.
And
I can get someone over there silently. We've got the jacket.
If we transport someone to the other side of the rope bridge magically with one end of the rope, does the other end of the rope stay here, or does the whole rope transport magically?
that's a very good point.
I don't know.
What does it say about carrying? Does it say anything about carrying stuff?
For Thunderstep, I wouldn't be able to do it because you just
I
take all the objects.
assume like it would.
Because it will either slice it or you'll have to drop it.
Or you take
It'll
it.
go.
Can anyone
Oh,
shock
then
it?
again, I can only do it 90. Oh no, because the bridge is 75 feet, isn't it? I can
If
do
someone's
90.
holding onto the rope, they would have to beat the AC of the spell, beat the DC of, if there's a DC of the spell or your casting modifier in their strength, and that might just slice the rope in half. But the prospect of that could lead to some terrible things at a later date if we allow it to happen. So,
Just transport someone in half.
yeah, exactly.
If it's 75 feet, could we, 2 people standing on either edge, like the far edge of that rope bridge, 2 mage hands, so there's 15 feet between them because they can't go further than 30 feet, and then chuck it, and the mage hand catches it.
I mean, it would be pretty good, worth a try. You're only going to be
It would be badass.
Because you'd still have the end, so you wouldn't lose it.
Can an unseen servant swim?
No. I'm pretty sure they
Can an
cannot.
unseen servant float?
I'm pretty sure they cannot.
You could poo stick
We
it.
could just try.
No, but genuinely, how far is 70? Because I don't understand why it's in feet.
It's 22 metres.
22 meters. 22 meters, that
It's
is?
also it's
like
in
a
feet
quarter of
because
100
everything
metres
else
span.
in D&D is in feet.
Yeah, that's true. No,
How far can you
But-
jump?
well, no, I was just going to
You
say,
can run- you
can I
can
not
jump-
just swim that?
It's fast, isn't
Yeah, you could, but you will also be carried left.
And it'll be hard to get back out again, I would imagine.
We can throw 20 feet, right? No, not 20 feet. Like 20
20
meters.
meters?
Can you throw 20 meters?
Try.
The rope isn't something you can throw very far, but you could like tie rocks to it or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
tie a rock
you
to
could
it.
do something like that. Yeah.
Or what else have I got? I could tie like
Tie it.
I could tie a crowbar.
Well, how about if someone gets
Jesus.
like transported across quietly, and then you throw the rope with the thing on the end of it, and then they catch it. And
Yeah.
then
They
everyone
tie it to something
slops
and then-
across.
That would be the
Oh my
solution.
God.
That's the way to do
yeah.
it.
What if we get the crossbow out and tie it to the crossbow?
Yes.
Tie the crossbow.
It's going to be too heavy. The rope, because rope is
Yeah.
like sturdy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, oh.
If you had a
Oh no,
heavy,
not another option.
Oh.
I'm still stood in a circle, just invisible, by the way.
No, that's not going to work either. That's only 30 feet. I was like, thorn whip?
I think we
Anyone?
we either throw it or we crossbow it across.
I think the crossbow
do
is
you have a
'cause-
heavy crossbow?
No.
No, because like
I just have
crossbow
a
bolts are
regular
so
crossbow.
tiny.
Okay. Well, we have a bow, don't we?
Got a
have a great bow.
long bow.
Yeah.
Long bow.
I've got some sort of bow.
You
I
got
mean, a
something
hand,
picked
a
up
hand
somewhere.
axe can long range is 60
I'm
feet.
just thinking that would be louder.
Big
than
buff
throwing it.
fuck gone. See left, yeah.
The guy it's the guy with the eye. He's gone up the lift as well now. There's 2 of them left.
From line of sight, would they have seen him leave?
Yeah, it's not a huge platform.
So they would have watched him, like they would have known that he'd gone.
Yeah, because
So
it's
I
like a
couldn't just
circular
pretend
thing.
that he never left and that I'm him.
You could try.
Because that's another option.
How long have you guys been debating?
Where the bridge
Fucking
is,
ages.
where the bridge is
5 minutes.
broken, like, is what remains of the bridge just like washed down this?
Yeah, it's just
water?
like hanging slightly into,
Because you said it was
But like,
totally
because
busted.
it was
when I
like
asked.
laying on the water.
It's like sunken down on your side. It's clean cut on the other side, and then it's basically in the movement of the river. It's just kind of floating like that.
Okay.
But
I didn't know
While
how
this is
close it was to us.
Right, what we doing?
I am tying a. I'm going to tie my one of my hand axes
Ooh,
to the rope.
Very nice.
Who would like to throw this and who wants to get bumped onto the other side?
Yeah, but the only thing with that, right? Love it. Love the ingenuity, right? Love it. You're throwing a hand axe at your pal.
What if?
This is true. I take it off and tie a rock to it.
Yeah, rock is fine. Love the ingenuity of hand axe. Don't want to die.
What if?
Got it.
We've got the half of the bridge this side. What if we used a crowbar, tied it to that, and tried to throw it so the crowbar lodges between?
I think that's getting too.
I think it's also we.
I'm going to leave the right. Shall I go over? Yes, you go.
well, wait, hold on. You've been doing this for how long now?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
2 hours.
So the last thing that you guys heard was
Eugene's invisibility.
Still good, I'm invisible.
the last thing that you guys heard from the lit reading Freya was that Chrysophene wants to meet under the cliff. And so now, within the time of the debate, the remaining two have been packing up their stuff, packing up their things. The one who was taking the stone rubbing on the archway throws down the tools, not looking particularly happy, but eventually moves towards the lift as well, and they both ascend the lift.
Is there a way to bring it back down?
It remains up there at the moment. So
But
when
did they?
they would have called it down, and then
So we can call it down
potentially.
in theory.
Or we could just.
Anyway, we can get to the lift when we get to the lift.
Step one.
How long ago did they leave?
Couple of minutes.
So do you think they would have got 300 feet away in that time? It's up high, right? It's like 100 feet up.
Yeah, they've gone through a rock ceiling, but
Shall I just thunderstep 2 people, someone else can vortex step, and then we'll try and get the rest of the people over? Who wants to come with me? Amaya?
Who's worst at climbing? They should be banned. Yeah.
I can plan for myself. 60
No,
feet.
60?
Yeah, 60 for Mr.
Okay, so
Step.
just start swimming and then just.
75.
Yeah, I can get
so
on
who's
top of
staying behind? What's the plan, guys?
Onto the rope.
Right, I'm
I mean, me and
going.
Mike can
Wait,
pick
so
up
there's no
Moxie
one
and
on the
just
outside
lob
now?
her.
Yeah, there's none of the thieves there.
Okay.
We just
They are
wait.
thieves.
Speaking of thieves, we should take some of that opal. I think Moxie's right. It looks quite valuable.
Yeah, we can get that on the other side.
That's
That's
not
another
right.
side.
That's a step. Oh, sorry, my brain thinks ahead. I'm on step
Who's
3.
coming with me? Because I probably also need to take someone who's good at catching to catch the
I
fish.
can come with you.
Someone good at throwing has to throw it.
I can
Or
sit
I
here.
can throw.
Right.
I'll sit here. I will throw. Amaya will throw. Everyone else, you take Eugene.
Eugene, come on, we're going. And I'm going to catch.
I am very adept at catching things. Colds,
You're going to catch these hands.
everything.
We're going to catch these hands in a minute. We're going to cast Thunderstep. Thunderstep does 90 feet. Everyone else from where we leave, everyone needs to fuck off at least 10 feet away from us because everyone else will take damage.
Back
Back it up.
Okay.
Step away from the patient.
Jesus,
Does it do any
motherfucker.
damage around the? How much damage does it do around you?
It does. So it's only
Lie,
to
doesn't it?
It's only to creatures. It does not say anything about, like, in Shatter it specifies objects. Thunderstep it does not.
Nice.
It's only creatures, but it is a lot. It is 3d10.
And the radius is 10 feet.
10 feet around me from when I go.
Okay. So
Come on, Eugene, let's go.
Do you have some sort of helmet? Never mind.
Yeah, it's this. Just
what does Thunderstep look like when you cast it?
I've not cast this one before.
No.
I'll just take a fucking step out and, like, all the dust from around, like, catches around us and then spews out, like, 90 feet away.
Nice.
Speaking of spews, when we land, I throw up.
It's just a trailing vomit across the lake.
the dust like spins, and it's the clapping together of the dust that causes the loud noise. You spew out the other side, and then Eugene spews out. And you step onto the stone, the opal plateau near the rope bridge on that the other side.
Oh, wait, were you willing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck no.
We should probably get across there quick in case they come running.
Am I right? Throw.
I throw.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
I guide.
Okay,
You can do it.
+4.
Natural 20. 27.
Nice. Okay.
Do I have to try and catch it now? With a nat 20, is it
20,
fine?
So yeah,
He slices
she
through the
winds
It just
up.
lands in my pocket or something.
She winds it up, tosses this rock tie with the rope tied around it, and it soars over the rope like behind it. And Sentinel, you land with a thunder step. Eugenia throws up, and you look around, and you just grab it, the rock, into your arms, and immediately tie it around the base of the rope bridge. Nice.
Done.
We'll tie the other end off.
Yeah.
At the rope bridge.
now,
Was
Yeah.
anyone else going to
playing
bounce?
for the
You going to bounce as well?
I mean, if we got a rope, if I fall, I'll bounce. But otherwise, I
Okay.
just
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Let's
I'd
start
like to say
sorting
my
it
level
out.
yeah.
I'll save my
Sloughing
level
it.
2
Yeah.
just in case.
Do.
Okay, so one by one, you slough it across.
Is it
Escape
roll? Or
you.
you just do it?
Yeah, I guess we should. You're at rushing water, and
What was that?
anyone who's crossing would need to do athletics.
Oh no.
It's fine. I got this.
You've got-
You do not got this.
Athletics.
yeah,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mine was
or
terrible.
acrobatics actually.
I don't know.
Okay,
I got 6.
So did I.
10.
who's going first?
Whilst this is happening, I'm moaning that we hit at least 3G.
Okay,
I got 13.
Oh my god.
the tens. So Freya, you're going first. You said
I got 6.
6.
6. So you step off, you jump in, splash, and you grab the rope on the way, and you lift your legs up and you go, and then it's slick with water. Your hands are wet from jumping in, and you just lose your grip, and your legs fall, and need to take a dex save. See if you can grab onto the rope as you're
How
swept
far away?
So 75 feet.
So she did right at the start.
Yeah.
Balls. Never mind.
12.
You just get your fingertips to the rope. Okay, and
Be another
roll
Clayton moment.
an athletics
Not
check
again.
to try and pull yourself back onto the rope.
Oh, I should use a different dice. 15.
Okay, you pull yourself back up and you make it
Yeah,
across. Moxie
I failed. I got a 6 the first roll. So.
on the deck. Okay, so that was your athletics.
Yeah.
So the same thing happens. The water's slick from Freya's journey at the time, and you slip off and you try and grab onto it again. Roll that deck save.
12.
That's what
You got, yeah. For a minute I was like, oh shit, did I say 15? No, you same thing. You get your fingertips
Thank
to
you for
it.
taking me over.
You are so welcome.
You grab onto it, and then you need to
I
roll
also
either
have 0
your
to
athletics
my
or acrobatics again.
Would have been so fun.
9.
Okay, so you make it about halfway. So at this point you are, what would that be, about 37, 35 feet away from the other side.
Yeah.
You slip once more.
Is it another save or am I
You can roll a deck save. Yeah.
That was going to be a 1.
Yeah, you pull your way back up.
That was so nearly a 1.
And then another check.
3 this time.
So you're making it. So you get.
do I just tell her?
You're within like 5 feet of the edge and you slip.
Can I cast...
No, don't hurt me.
Fine!
Okay.
Throw an axe.
Deck save.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gone.
Are you going to bounce?
yeah, well, 2 for dex.
Yeah. So you this time you can't.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna misty step my way over there. Just
It was 3. It's up to 3 checks for 75 feet. So you just.
I just knew it was in my hat. So this is how we don't do it.
Yeah, you appear in a shower of mist on the other side next to Sentinel.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go.
You made it across, didn't you? Yeah.
Yep,
Who was after?
Me.
A 10. Yeah, that's a fail, unfortunately. For deck save to try and grab on again.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Spring yourself over.
And then one more.
17 plus 7.
Very nice. Yeah, you make it across hand over hand. And then finally, Aura.
It was a 13.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. You make your way across.
We did it!
Just like
It was like
about this.
one pass or 3. So, you made it across. Very nice.
Just like that was easy.
It's taken you about 10 minutes. You're
Even
now-
if I was at the top of this lift looking down, they've just seen people grab onto a rope, fall in every time.
Well, we can take them.
I shouldn't have asked. Anyway, yeah, you make it onto this stone plateau. It's all very well used. There are reams of paper that have been used for sketches and fresh ones. There's desks for writing. This archway stands huge, about 15 feet tall.
Can I collect some of the sketches?
Sure. So there's quite a few. They're like mixture of stone rubbings of random runes, and you're just going to sweep up what you can. Okay. Yeah. So just you grab a handful and just call them touch lotus sketches.
Yeah, because I've obviously seen this archway before. I'd be very interested in it, so I'm just going to wander over.
Sure. Okay. So at where that guy was doing the stone rubbing, or the woman was doing the stone rubbing.
You say there were tents?
Yes.
Have a quick look in.
Sure. Roll an investigation check. And Eugene, roll an arcana. What is it trying to look at and figure out, or you tell me?
I guess at the start it'd at least be just sort of a sense of like wonder that I've seen this in the vision. This is very disconcerting. But after a while, like maybe, did you say there's runes on the archway? Yeah, yes. So I guess that would be like the first thing, just trying to ascertain if I can understand them.
Sure. Okay. Roll an arcana check. And you do.
I missed.
Yeah, I got 10.
14.
Okay.
I missed my dice straight.
It's the excitement.
The sheer excitement. Okay. So, Freya, you find inside one of the tents. It's a simple bedroll, but you do find a journal, very obviously on the side. It wasn't too great. You get the journal there, and looks like someone's been using it just as their own scribblings.
Can I take it?
Sure.
I'm a thief.
You're going to read it now?
You know how
I have a quick flick through.
Okay. It looks like it's kind of their ponderings about this place, about what they think the archway is. On the quick cursory glance through, you can see that they've gone on a number of excursions through this archway in the past, and then it broke, and it's been that way for a while, and they've spent a long time trying to fix it. Basically, and that's currently what they're doing.
So I'm not sure we should go through the archway.
No.
Or maybe we shouldn't break the campaign.
Through the portal!
Yeah, but if that's
Where's
what you
your
got, you
door
flick through.
Okay.
And Eugene, you did the Arcana check, right?
Yeah, it was 14.
14. Okay.
That's like can milk any advantages because it's artifact stuff, but probably not.
It isn't. This,
Don't worry about it.
It's not. So I tell you what. You're the one with the deepest understanding of the true age of this place, and as this is the same age, it's made of this same opal, this fossil. It in places has been replaced by newer stone, and they've tried. You've clearly see they've sharpened the runes in some places where they're trying to, make it. I don't know, somehow make that more effective. But these runes are not anything to do with sigilism. It's strange. It's not really a language. It's more of a. Each one is a kind of. In a way, it's just a pattern that you just don't understand. It just looks like someone. It could be someone making up stuff, for all you know. It's so far from sigilism and the science of sigilism, which kind of backs up alchemy and artificing. It's just nothing like that. But you would estimate that it's of the same age of the rest of the temple, about 10,000 years.
And is there any sort of loose bits of opal that look very pretty, and I can?
Yeah, absolutely.
grab a few?
Yeah, you can grab a few bits of that.
Yeah.
Can I investigate the lift and see how it works?
Sure.
See how it works. Like, is it similar to World's End?
Sure. Roll, yeah, you go over and have a look and roll. I guess it would.
I'm just thinking if it's
investigation.
I could hear people coming down. Is there a way to sabotage it and make it drop?
Sure. Okay. Right. Yeah. Roll investigation. What you would have probably.
Absolute garbage today. 4.
4. It is an artificed thing. There are gears and cogs. You might be able to jam something in it maybe to stop it, but you don't know how it works.
Good to know. I'd get the crowbar ready just in case.
I don't understand.
Get out, so that's our escape route. So I kind of don't want to break it.
And put that journal down as Touch Lotus journal or something.
Okay.
I'm sure. Okay.
We got that down.
What's everyone doing?
What is the purpose of this archway? You said there were markings on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have comprehend languages going?
Yeah, probably not by this point.
10 minutes.
It's like an hour, I think.
Oh, we
If
did
it's an
spend
hour.
8 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's late. It's fucking late.
Yeah, it's getting on.
I can read it again. It doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language. But I can try it.
There
Yeah,
were
so you
text
can-
on the carvings, though, right? On the arch.
On the arch, it is, as Eugene was looking, it's more of a kind of, they're like arcane symbols of some sort, but they don't meet any of your understandings of spell work.
Mopsy, does this mean anything? It doesn't to me. This is completely alien, but does this mean anything to you?
If we're gonna take time, I can take 10 minutes.
I don't know. Does it mean anything to me? Or do like Arcana check or?
You can roll, but at first glance, you have a similar reaction to Eugene in that, as much as sigilism is for alchemy and artificing, it is a cousin to spell work. So there is crossover, and you would be able to have conversations about that. It's obviously a different discipline, but this is beyond you guys. It's not in the same realms of that kind of spell work. It's
Similar markings to in the church from before.
in the sense that it's made of the same material, but
Because
not
that
in
was Insignera.
Yeah, this isn't Insignera.
Yeah.
This isn't a language. It's not a language. It's more of a intricate looping symbols with bits coming off that they've sharpened because it would have faded throughout the fossilization.
In the paper, like in the rubbings and stuff that I've got, have we got some copies of those?
Yes,
Right,
you would have
okay,
grabbed
fine.
like a handful of random bits. Yeah.
So we can explore them more in depth.
What's
Somewhere
behind?
warm.
What's behind Beatrix? Is it just against the far wall?
Yeah, it's so archway is against the wall, and within it is like a concave carved bit of the wall, but it is just the
That
cave.
just stops.
Yeah.
There must be some sort of.
If you throw a
portal
rock
then.
through it, does anything happen?
No, it just bounces off the back.
Yeah, they said it was broke, so I imagine that whatever they've done to it, they said there was like a sheer bit cut off of it, right? So they're trying to get the tools to fix that so that they can reuse it.
Yeah, so what you see is, and Eugene, this is a good point actually, the memory you have of the breaking, there was none of the new bit above. So actually where that piece broke off in your mind, or of the rat's memory, that has been patched with new stone. And then there's a newer shear that wasn't there when you remember in your memory, and the newer shear is on the other side.
I mean, we could
That
try
hasn't-
to. Oh gosh, I don't want to desecrate anything, but we could try to break this so that they can't use it again. Because they're clearly fixing it, it would slow them down.
It would slow them down. We could do some more breaking
got-
to it, but they would. It would just be a case of slowing them
Could
down.
we,
It'd buy us a
could
few
we
days.
alter the runes carved in it and destroy their or take their sketches so that they can't?
Well, we've already got the sketches, so that's fine. We can try and break a couple more of them, I guess. Some of the ones higher up where they won't be able to see it as easily.
We could just take out the entire gang.
That's also
we
worse.
could lie and wait down here for them. And
I think we should go up.
Yeah.
they're up to some. They're starting another job.
In the tents, are there any clothes
Yeah.
that we
In
could
the-
use as disguises?
If you were to take for all of you, or how many disguises, like sets, would you want? Because in 10 minutes you could probably find 1 or 2 sets. But
I have one jacket
Yeah, you do.
already.
Have the jacket,
I
yeah.
can disguise self into be any of those people.
Okay,
We've already
so
seen,
someone
I'm
else can
fine.
take the jacket.
Someone else can have the jacket.
I can disguise self as well to save time if need to be.
Can we stretch it to
Eugene
4
looks like-
costumes?
Given that we've got
roll
parts
investigation.
of one.
Roll investigation.
Oh, you only
Eugene
found through
looks
we've got
like
one already.
a scholar here, and maybe we could black it, or we could go.
Yes,
You
but
go
I
invisible.
don't believe I look like a member of the Thieves Guild. No. Once I've. Am I still invisible?
24.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Then probably, yeah. 24. Yeah, you come across a
so
few
I'll do it
locked
again.
chests, but avoiding those, you do find you pull together enough basics. So a jacket, and maybe a few more pairs of their shoes that they wear, the moccasins. You get enough for 3 people.
If there's 10
So
minutes in those locked chests, do you want me to try and open any of them?
Yeah, definitely.
How's
While we're getting changed
how
and
long's
stuff.
Eugene's invisibility got left?
Probably about 15 minutes at this point.
So I mean, our cover's probably going to get blown in 15 minutes. So
I mean, you're still alone down here at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't know when they're returning.
I'm just thinking, like, if Eugene goes up invisible, it might not matter if he's disguised or not. It might be blown by
Yeah, but we
then.
might have time to find somewhere to hide.
But also, it doesn't. If when we bring the lift down, there is a chance that that's going to set off
Any
alarm
alarm
bells.
or whatever.
So you just rolled like 6 dice.
No, it was 2. It was 2.
Can I
There's
ask?
40 people coming down.
Have I got the impression that I can only speak to Murmur once a day?
It's possible. You haven't pushed the limits yet. You just know that you couldn't immediately.
Can I try right now? Because it's been like 8 or 9 hours.
It's not been that long.
Been
It's
about
only been
4.
like 3.
Yeah.
Could we
But I spoke to him before we started
It was only
clearing.
4 hours because I cleared.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Could we do
You can try.
a rough sketch of the archway to show Murmur?
We've got
We've got all
sketches.
of
Yeah.
the.
You could take a sketch of it,
Like,
macro
as
scale.
is it in one-
yeah, for sure.
One piece, and just like
You want to do that? So in the 10 minutes that you're investigating, you've sketched a very rough,
yeah.
Can I
very
be
rough
opening
drawing.
some of the lock boxes?
Sure. Okay. So I'd say there are 2. So roll
Do you want me to help?
your sleight of hand.
If we're taking 10 minutes, I'll ritual detect magic as well.
First one, natural 20, plus 5, plus 5, 25. What's this one? I can't see it. So only a 6. I don't think I got the second one with an 11.
What was the total on the natural 20?
25.
Okay. That other one doesn't open. You move on to the next one. Learning from the first one, these are tough locks, and the second one takes you sweat getting into your eyes, and you brush it out, and then it opens. But it was a difficult lock to pick. Inside, there are 2 more full sets of the uniforms that are pristine.
Sweet.
Another dose of black perum,
Handy.
and you find a coin purse with 100 gold in it.
Oh, that's nice. Will you be able to send over, not now, but just what Black Param does in terms of damage?
Sure.
Cool.
I can tell you. It's a DC 16 con save of 48 poison.
Do we want to lace weapons with it now?
How do I do
Because
that?
how long does it?
Wait, that's the end of your 10 minutes, right? Picking, investigating.
keep it for now.
The
Keep it in the bank.
Keep it pop.
sentinel pops the lock on the chest, and you're like, whew! And you start taking out the stuff, and as you're removing the bits from the chest, the gears go and start moving, and the lift above you starts.
Amaya's going to go hide.
What are you guys doing?
I'm
The
in the
lift
tent.
is
I'm
coming.
Is
hiding in
like
the tent.
there a back of the lift and a front? Like, is there like a back and a front of the lift?
So it's from what you guys saw when they ascended. It's a platform with 4 ropes that goes up.
Yeah.
It moves for about a minute to 2 minutes before you see it appear in the ceiling. So it's gonna. So the moment that it starts moving, you know that in about 2 minutes' time, then the platform will reveal from the ceiling because it takes 2 minutes for them to go through whatever rock it is above them.
Yeah.
So the moment that the gears start, you guys have 2 minutes before the lift will.
I could
Be at the ceiling.
I could stand in the archway, pop my wings out, and just freak them out and
Or
get
we
a
could
drop.
do something quietly so that they don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to hide,
But then you
and
guys
then-
could jump on them from
but
behind.
I want to hide so that when the lift comes down, I can kind of see who's in it. And I want to then try and, I might, non-lethally try and stab.
So you're gonna
if
hide
there's
behind the lift area.
Yeah, but in the shadows
Okay.
or behind something.
If there's only a
That makes
couple
sense.
of them, I could try and command them to lay down.
Okay, you.
That won't last for.
You guys,
It'd be
what
around.
are you going to do in the 2 minutes? You could definitely hide. You could
I'm
try
hiding
and
and I've got my
escape.
sword out.
You got 2 minutes, and it didn't only took you that long to get across because you guys failed so many times. But it's up to you what you do. So you said you're going to hide. What's everyone doing?
I'm hiding in the tent.
Okay.
I will. Is there anything over near the archway to hide behind?
Don't go in the archway.
I know.
There are some desks covered in bits of paper. You could definitely hide behind one of those desks, and that would be out of sight.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay.
I'm casting disguise self to look like one of the earlier people that left.
Cool.
So when he comes down, he's looking straight at himself. He's just like, what?
So there was the guy with the brass eye. There was the one with the mechanical hand. Those are the ones that you guys saw in detail, I think.
Then the guy with the brass eye.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, the one with the hand was doing rubbings on the them, because I want to go and then just pretend to be doing rubbings on the.
Okay.
Is everyone else dressed up already?
Yeah, do we have time to get dressed?
You have 2 minutes, so...
No, but in the
had
time when
to
they
get
were
dressed.
fine, it was 10 minutes, like...
When we found
then
them.
yeah, if you were to take that time before, you didn't do anything, did you? Yeah, so you could do that. You could have changed into them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll change and I'll be at one of the desks, like looking at the rubbings or something on the desk instead of hiding.
I am hiding.
Yeah, I'm hiding too.
Because we found 5 sets.
Yeah.
We found 3 and then you found 2, so we have 5. So I don't need to cast disguise self.
I mean, I'm still invisible, but I will put one of the jackets on.
Sure. So yeah, you put it on, it goes and just disappears.
No, the jacket just stuck in there.
But no, the jacket would I assume be invisible once it's on. But
yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, but I will sort of hide because I'm invisible. So
you're in a tent. You're behind the lift. You're pretending to be one of the guys at the desk near the archway. Yeah. You're pretending to be the one with the mechanical hand, disguise self. Whereabouts are you? You near
in front of the archway doing rubbings. Basically,
I'll
however we saw them.
I'll be near the tents.
Okay, so you're near Freya, who's in one of the tents.
I'll be in the tent closest to the one that Freya's in.
Okay. Aura, you are near the archway, so not too far from Sentinel. Moxie.
Yeah, and I'll be pretending as well. So if we're doing like sketches and rubbings and shit. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys wait, and you're going to be as close to the lift as possible, the bottom of the lift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as close as I can be while being as invisible as possible.
Okay. So you roll a stealth check for anyone who's hiding.
Oh, yeah, my best thing. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. 14.
Okay.
Oh, that's like my best stealth ever.
It's 12.
It's 20. It's a dirty 20.
I got 14.
20, 12.
I got 14, but I'm in a tent, so I don't know if I'd be able to see it anyway.
12.
I got 14, but
I also got a 14. I didn't get 12.
if you're completely obscured, then that's fine. You know,
I'm literally invisible in a tent.
Yeah, so you're fine.
I got 14.
14.
Not 12.
Okay, 14. All right. And then those of you who are pretending, roll performance checks. And Sentinel, you can with advantage because you are disguised as one of them.
You
with
sure I can't do a persuasion check?
Deception check.
Or a deception would
This is 100% a performance.
11.
11. Okay.
It's not the worst.
Dice have been fucking me.
I don't think I've rolled double digits today.
That was also fucked me.
I'm saving them all for the fight.
Okay.
I mean, if you'd let me roll as deception, it would have been 16. It was only a 13.
13 and 6. Okay. And you are 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Didn't you have advantage?
Your Sentinel did.
Yeah, my other one was a nat 1.
Do we get any advantage having their clothes on?
Sure.
They
Why
smell
not?
a bit and everything.
Oh, it's not much better, but it is 13.
You got
Okay.
double digits.
11 this time.
11, 13, and Sentinel's was 13 as well.
It's not so bad.
Okay. So 2 minutes pass.
Wait, no, sorry, 12.
12.
Slightly better.
Okay.
That makes all the difference.
2 minutes pass, and you see the base of the lift, the wooden structure descending, and you see standing on the. I'll roll.
Look at him smiling.
There are two that could be. I'd kind of decided who it was, but I think it's only fair that
Where
I
did all
roll.
these people come from? There was no one here when I left.
Okay. Descending, you see the man
Thank you, God.
with the brass eye
Ooh.
descending down. Seems to be looking down at his feet. And then those of you that have eyes on him, you see that he seems a bit perturbed by seeing you guys at the other end, the other side.
Hello.
Is it just him?
Uh-huh.
Can I run up and I want to stab him through the arm?
So he's as
soon as it gets to the bottom,
yeah.
I want to run up behind him and like.
What was your stealth again?
14.
Okay.
Can I, when I see him and see it's just him, I want to ping a message to Freya, Eugene, and Amaya. Just one brass eye guy, and just ping a message to them because if they can't see, if Amaya's close to the lift, she probably won't be able to see who's there until it's down.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so that they can prepare.
Okay. Clunk. It moves down. You had
14.
Yeah. So I'm not going to make everyone roll initiative. You just beat his passive perception, so you've surprised him.
Yeah.
So roll your attack.
That is 18.
That hits.
You get 2, don't you?
You do.
I do. This is my first
Yeah.
one, and it's just one-handed, so it's a D8 plus 6. 8. D8 plus 8, so that's 15.
Okay.
Damage.
15 damage.
And then my extra attack, I want to. Can I grapple him? Extra attack.
I think you can do that.
Because I've just looked up his actions in combat: attack, cast a spell,
It's different.
grapple is a separate action.
Instead, I'll
No,
That's
it's
alright.
You can still use that roll for an attack, so you still would have hit him.
Okay, yeah.
Good
So
shout.
what I would do then is punch him in the face to try and knock him out a little bit.
Okay. So 15 damage for the first one.
Yeah, and then this is just 5 bludgeoning. It's just an unarmed strike.
So 20 damage total. So this guy, the lift goes. This is the guy that ripped the boulder in half. So.
By the way, I've gone for his arm
Yes.
because I want to try and damage the muscles so he's maybe not strong in his one of his hands.
Yep, that works.
Yeah. The lift goes down and you immediately slice across his arm and he immediately turns to look, and as he turns you bam, smack him in the face. And it's like punching a wall. You clip the bit of the brass in his face with your hand, and he blinks for a moment stunned, so he's not taking an action because he's surprised. So is anyone else going to attack him, or are you just remaining protected?
How far away is he?
Across this thing is about 40 feet.
If I see Amaya punch him, can I try and make that punch resonate in his brain and cast Toll the Dead?
Sure. This will roll. If you're all going to attack on him, we'll roll initiative in a minute. But for the sake of the surprise, we'll just run through stuff because he's the only one that's surprised.
Wisdom 13. So.
Okay. He rolled a natural 16.
Very nice.
Since Aura warned us, do we get the surprise as well?
He did message us to be like.
Oh, I suppose we wouldn't know.
I mean, you'd hear Maya. You're aware of his presence. So
how far away in a tent is it?
The furthest point is where the two of the archers are, which is 40 feet. So you're probably 30 feet away.
Okay, so we're close enough.
Yeah, the tents. So is everyone attacking him?
Oh yeah.
Roll attacks, everyone. Tell me. So we'll go around the circle. Sentinel first.
Are we just doing? First of all, are we just doing one attack, or are we doing a full round?
It's a full round.
Cool.
Because he's on his own and the only one that's surprised, we're just simplifying it a bit.
Sweet. Can he make an intelligence saving throw, please?
Natural 19.
Okay, so he's going to take... Oh, where is the damage on this one? I don't have it written easily. That is half of... that's 4 points of psychic damage. With a mind thrust. Oh no, hang on. That's both my spells gone. And then Eldritch Blast, because it's cantrip. And I take 2 of them because I'm level 5.
Dose beams.
1 definitely doesn't hit. 1 natural 19, I'm assuming does.
That hits.
Where is the D10? 5 points of damage.
Very nice.
So that is 9 overall.
9 total.
That's me done. Thanks.
The mind spike
Thrust.
The mind of Thrust guy. Always get the initial jolt. You see him twitch, blood running down from the metal plate in his eye, and then the one of the Eldritch blasts, the bolt smacks into the side of the lift, sparks flying, and then the other one smashes into his chest as he stumbles back. Okay, Moxie.
Chill touch.
Cool.
17 to hit.
Can you take reactions when you're surprised?
No.
Surely not.
No, that's one thing you can't do.
17 hits.
Cool. 2d8s. Necrotic.
He's wearing the leather armor of the Touch Lotus.
Not for much longer.
Gonna take that armor.
So 4.
4 total. Okay, very nice. The frost, as he smacks back into the wall from the Eldritch Blast, frost sprays up his side and up the wall.
We gotta get him in one round.
Okay.
Could you do a wisdom saving throw?
And indeed.
double round of Toll the Dead.
Wisdom
Toll that dead
save.
guy.
Toll the Dead.
Told that dead guy.
Toll that guy.
No,
Before call goes off.
that's a 13.
Fail. 13 damage.
13, very nice. Okay, the Toll the Dead, the sound of the horn, reverberates through the hall. Some small fragments from the ceiling fall down, and you see the frost vibrating and sliding off of him from the noise. Okay, that's this side of the table. Or are you taking your attack, Eugene?
So I'm not as mad as I was before because there's been quite a few hours, so I've calmed down a bit.
Yeah, but you did get a bit damp.
But I'm a bit
have thrown
damp,
up.
and I've thrown up, and my ribs are still really sore.
Yep.
So I want to try to melt this guy. I'm gonna launch a really sickly green jelly bean at him and cast Ray of Sickness.
Very nice.
So I need to hit, hopefully. That should be that's 26.
Nice.
So that's 2d8, and then can you make a con 15 save, please?
That's a natural 20.
So that you're fine, but you do take 14 points of poison damage. But you're not poisoned.
Okay. The jelly bean was that
Yeah.
you held it and then the ray came off of it, or what?
Yeah, it's just Ray of Sickness.
Yeah, so you squash the jelly bean in your hand, and then the green energy releases from the sweet and fries up his front.
Flubber and
he's looking bloody.
surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, everyone roll initiative. 20 to 25.
Oh,
Absolutely
good.
not.
15 to 20.
17.
16.
10 to 15.
Keep going.
5 to 10.
Jesus.
5.
And then 1 to 5.
2.
Okay. Yeah,
That was a
22.
natural one if you're tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So he looks really surprised. For his first thing that he's going to do...
Wait, is this him here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not get that?
Just dimensional out there.
Just don't get close to him and he can't rip you.
I'm
to
in the lift with him.
It's alright. How far away is the lift?
40
No,
feet
in it
from
with
us.
him.
Yeah, no.
40
He
feet from
looks
us.
around at all of you that have attacked him at the damage that
I'm
he's
no
just...
longer invisible.
I did nothing. He doesn't know I did anything because told him that didn't work.
Oh yeah, but he looks at the rest of you, the 5 of you. He
Is this guy a boss?
Yep.
he smacks something on the side of the lift,
Oh.
and actually, yeah, I'm going to roll to see if he can do enough damage to that. So he's going to hit because it's an inanimate object. So damage-wise, he's going to use... I mean, he can attack multiple times. He takes out a short sword. You see him drawing a brass-bladed short sword, and he smashes into a specific point on the gears twice. Oh no! Wait, I didn't need to roll attack. No, I did that.
You want it because it's a. You shouldn't want that.
No, it's fine. He hits anyway.
Natural 20.
Shall I roll to
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You might have to vortex.
He smashes a bolt off the side, shears it. Actually, I should really roll because he's trying to target it in a specific point.
And you always make
won't take the
us
natural
roll.
20. Yeah, I won't take the natural 20 because that's unfair. So this is the roll for that. That one is going to miss. He has to hit with this one. He hits with that one, and I'll have to roll damage again because I fucked up. That was pretty good. He swings down, slices off one of the bolts in the gears, and one of the gears you see tumbles off, rolls towards you, and he goes and spins completely out of control, and the lift begins shooting up, and he'll probably have ascended in, I'm going to say, a 1d4 rounds.
Has it started moving already?
It will at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, okay. Fuck.
This guy.
3 rounds.
It's not gonna work, but it's gonna be funny if it does.
3 rounds. So at the end of his go, it starts moving up. So it'll be completely out of view in 18 seconds.
He's gonna have a really high con, which makes me sad.
Okay. Next up is Aura.
I'm gonna try it. He needs to make a con save.
Okay.
13.
Yeah.
It's natural 14. So
I was gonna vortex warp him into the lake where the bridge was.
So yeah, the flickering black energy appears next to him and almost pulls at him like gravity, and he just withstands it. Okay. Anything else?
He's 40 feet away, isn't he?
Yep.
And how high?
The ceiling was 100 feet high, 3 rounds, so
33.
Yeah, 30 feet off the ground.
If I run 30 feet towards, is it like chains and that are lifting him up?
Ropes. 4 ropes.
Guys,
one on each.
Are there gears down here that could be jammed?
Maybe.
Oh, you're going up.
Yeah.
They're currently spinning out of control, where he took off one of the gears and is now spinning out of control, lifting him up. And you can see a ballast weight is coming down from the ceiling, which is clearly what's now ejecting up.
Can I bonus action throw a crowbar at Amaya?
To Amaya.
Potato.
How far is it? About 40 feet away.
And I ran 30 feet.
Oh god, yeah, like 10 feet. Yeah, you can chuck him.
I'm gonna throw my crowbar to Amaya.
Yeah, but it's also up. Remember.
But to Amaya, who's down near the gears. Right.
I'm in the lift.
Are you?
Yes, I said I jumped into the lift with him stabbed.
You don't pay
Sorry, I thought you were outside of it and you stabbed in, but that's fine.
Can you clarify then? Is the gear thing that he hit outside or inside the lift?
It's outside the lift on the floor.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That changes things.
So you throw across a crowbar 40 feet. Roll.
But would you do that if you know that the gear's on the?
Oh no, you wouldn't, would you? Because you now know Maya's on the lift up in the sky.
Yeah,
the gears are on the ground.
No, I'll just I'll get the crowbar out and I'll just get as close to the gears as I can, and I'll do it my next turn.
You're 10 feet away from the gears at the bottom of the lift. Yeah. Sorry, that's my bad. I thought I was clear enough. But
if I known Amaya was on the lift, I would have vortex warped her out instead of trying to just stop him escaping. But
would you have resisted?
Probably, because worst case scenario, I know the exit.
No, I wouldn't have teleported her into a lake.
Okay, Sentinel, you're up.
Okay, I don't see the point in me trying to fix this fucking thing. I don't think I can with anything that I have, and I'm not super smart, so I think the best use of time is just to fire off 2 more Eldritch Blasts at this guy.
Roll those attacks.
That the lowest one is a 20.
They both hit.
Thank you. But then not natural 20s, dirty 20s. Such dirty 20s.
Dirty.
Such dirty 20s. 14.
14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. He's looking pretty hurt. Okay.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not.
You're next to him.
For a while.
Anyway, Freya, you're going.
I'm going to be boring and just do another Toll the Dead. Try and get him.
What's the save?
You could just jump out.
Wisdom.
If we kill it.
16.
Oh, mine's 16.
Not where she is now.
Oh, no.
I think.
It's only 30 feet.
Yeah, 16, so he beats it, right?
Yes. And is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
So no damage?
No, half.
There's no damage.
Oh, there's no damage.
It's double if they've taken damage and they fail the save.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah. Probably would have killed him.
You said probably would have killed
can I
him.
run
I don't know how much it would have taken.
Run towards the...
Sure. So 30, you're about 40 feet. So yeah, you're next to Aura, 10 feet away from the mechanism at the base of the... oh wait, no, you were close. How did you move it so far? It doesn't matter.
I was 40 feet away when I started. I moved 30
yeah,
feet.
you're only 30 feet away, so you can easily make it to the gears.
I can make it to the gears. Okay.
Okay, right.
I can't do anything else. Right?
Moxie.
If I was to cast web on the gears, would that jam it all up and then stop it completely?
Maybe.
Because, yeah, I'm thinking of doing that.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, fuck it, let's
That's
do
a
it.
better risk.
You do on items.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like an area kind of thing. So
Yeah, I mean, the gears are like, one of them's whirring like this fast, the other one's ticking a bit slower. Like, what he's done has broken it, and the ballast is now falling from the ceiling and just firing him upwards, basically. So this is definitely part of the movement, yeah.
So, yeah, no, yeah, cast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to fail the save. So read me the effects of the spell quickly.
It has a dex save of 16, naturally.
So
Web.
auto fail.
Yep. You conjure a massive thick, sticky webbing at a point of your choice. So remember that, thick and sticky. Yeah, webs fill a 20-foot cube from points for the duration. The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure the area.
And you get stuck if you fail a strength save.
You get restrained, yes. So
Okay. I'm going to do something weird, and I will give it effectively a strength save to represent the strength of the ballast coming down to see if it's enough to go against your. So what's the DC of the AC of the DC of the save?
16 normally.
So it's got to. If it doesn't beat that, then it will clog it all up. I just rolled a natural 20, but it stays. So I'm going to roll it again as though it's moving into it the whole time. This dice is fire. This is the one I was fighting with you guys the other day.
Get rid of it.
So you cast web on this area, and it starts clogging up. I'd say it slows it slightly as it tangles in. It'll take the save on the next round to see if it clogs it completely.
Cool. Yep.
Cool. Do you think that's? I think that's fair that it takes a save compared with the weight.
It's cool. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Eugene.
I might double team this.
Oh,
Double team it.
I'll make it so that you don't.
How big was the cog that or the gear that came out of the system?
About hand span.
But whose handspan? Eugene's
A
handspan?
So-
human hand.
So smaller than a foot.
Yes.
Because Mendon says that if a break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it.
Yeah.
So if I go up and mend it,
Yes, if you grab, so we say it's easy enough for you to. I think if you take your whole turn grabbing up the bit like the bolt that he cut off and use your action to
smear it in toffee.
Yeah, I mean it seems like a fair thing. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, sure, do it.
It's gonna get more sticky, and I'm gonna smear toffee over this, over the web.
Okay.
And cast Mendon.
Okay. So squishing it in around the web, you put it back in, and it kind of starts spinning out of control a little bit. And you smear the toffee on the nut that he sliced off, and it fuses.
The toffee on the nut.
And it starts. It strains slightly.
Because I suppose the web as well. Because if it was just spinning uncontrolled, you couldn't just put a gear in because it just wouldn't work. So now that it's webby and sticky, it would slow it down. So I could put the gear in and then mend it.
I think that's a fair point because I was about to say it was spinning out of control.
Yeah,
it would be very difficult.
Moxie slowed it down.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yes, I think that's fair. The web plus that slows it down enough for you to quickly thread the missing gear in, and then you pushed the nut back on it, mend, and it fuses. And the moment it fuses, it locks in place, and the lift is now stationary 30 feet in the air.
Toffee webby
stationary.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Okay, Amaya, you're up.
Fuck him up.
Oh, is it me now?
Yeah.
Stab him real good.
Fuck him up, babes.
I'm gonna stab him
Okay.
in the leg.
Gonna kill him?
Non-lethal.
I'm gonna stab him in the leg non-lethally. Okay.
That's 15
He
plus
took a
7,
sword
so
in a
22.
knee.
I would say that stabbing is generally lethal. Just for the heads up on that one.
Flash.
That's also lethal.
Do your first stab
You
and
could
then
Yeah.
Anything
yeah.
pointy.
bat him with the sword or punch him or something.
Oh, it's alright. This
Bitch slap him.
wasn't that much. That's
Go
so 7, 9 damage.
What was the attack? What was the roll for attack?
Oh, 22.
Oh, okay. How much damage?
What did I just say?
7, 9 or something
7, 8, 9, 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
Okay, he's very hurt, but he's still up.
Pimp slap him.
I'm gonna turn my sword around. So like I've slashed him, I'm gonna turn around to like bomb him on the head
Okay, roll an attack.
with the hilt of my. That's
Roll your damage.
Well, it's 5 bludgeoning.
So it's
Oh, it's just maxed, but doubled.
yeah.
So 10.
Yeah, so it's 10.
He's dead.
Yeah, he goes down. So he's been holding on, like trying to dodge some of the attacks coming his way, looking down at the gears, and he turns to you to effectively fist fight you close up. He's still got his sword, and then you slash him across the front, and then smack, whack him in the head, and he just goes clump.
I'm gonna then lean over the
floor.
side and be like, "Could you bring us down, please?"
Don't know if we can, to be honest.
Yeah, he's out.
We could just take.
Oh, is there a lever next to the? So the thing that he broke, is there like a lever or a button or?
Yeah, there's a lever.
We
Looks like
push
it
it the
goes
other
3
direction.
ways.
Yeah. So just push it the opposite direction.
Yeah, so after a while, one of them goes up, one of them comes down, you move it down. The webbing, I guess you can dispel it.
I can dispel it, yeah.
Yeah. He descends with Amaya. He is unconscious.
When we get to the bottom, I'll
They're
drag
stable.
him out and then
Tie him
use the rope to tie him up.
Should we disable the lift while we have a chat?
I don't think we should disable it because we might want to go up.
Are we?
No, but
we
just to
lock it?
stop other people coming down for the moment.
Oh, well, what are we going to chat about? Oh, like what they're doing.
Yeah,
Or do
who
we
are you?
Just go up.
So whoever's tying him up,
I mean, we could tie him up and chuck him in the lake. And
Fucking hell! I just thought we were
He's unconscious, we could just chuck him in the lake.
Yeah.
roll a. So if you're trying to tie him up, roll it's more like it's probably a nature check actually, because you're effectively hog tying the guy.
Or survival, because
Yeah,
We are not
It's
roasting
actually
him.
Not nature. I meant survival, not nature. Survival's on
nature's
point.
about the leaves.
Exactly.
Shall I?
I'll help.
I'll. Yeah. So what was it? Nature.
No survival.
It could be nature if the trees are angry.
That is a 7 plus 4.
Advantage.
So,
With advantage.
that's worse.
Oh,
11.
Okay. So 11 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, do we want to ask anything, or do we want to just leave him here?
Let's just leave them and go
Yeah.
go up.
I think so.
I think we've got quite a lot of detail.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay down here much longer.
No,
got the
I'm
journal.
tired, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. I've used both my spells again. I'm so
Yeah,
sleepy.
I think we all get in the lift now, and then we all.
Are you gonna leave him?
Already?
Okay.
We're gonna make sure
leave him
this-
here tied up, or do we want to finish him off?
That was
Oh, no,
my
we can-
thought. I don't understand why we didn't
I
kill
do not
him.
want to. That's
He's-
why.
Has he got
Probably
anything in his
dangerous.
Not
pockets?
while he's in
Roll an
control.
investigation check.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I will turn my back on whatever
his
you
pockets,
guys
yeah.
want to do.
Oh no, we can
Rolled a
leave him, I don't
19, so
mind.
that's a 26.
He's probably very dangerous.
You don't find much on him. You find a key. It's an odd shape, jagged shape.
Oh,
key.
that would be.
Well, that.
Take it.
Yeah,
Take that.
that's
So-
Traptorian.
Oh, Karim, sorry.
I was just going to say, did he have that weird bronze or brass?
He has a
thing?
brass plate over his eye. Yeah.
Should we try to take this off?
And
I'm
when
very intrigued what's
investigating
underneath.
him, he has other modifications to his body that are. When you're trying to search him and pat him down, his shoulder blades have been replaced with metal, and there are some kind of gears within those that are either attached or implanted into his shoulder joints. The brass plate over his eye has been screwed into the bone around his skull. And it's like a gauze over his eye.
Can I would I be able to like inspect him to be able to tell if he's like undead?
Yeah, you can roll. I mean,
Medicine
Rather
check,
than
I
doing
suppose.
anything?
yeah, roll a medicine check.
The other thing is,
Just see if there's flies around.
Freya, did you tell us about the Clockwork Man?
Yeah. I think
Do you know what his clockwork looks like?
No, I never saw him.
Oh, okay.
I
Is
just
it
heard
like a
about him.
maker's mark? Did I find
But we
it?
Made in
saw the
China.
rat. Is it similar to the rat?
Possibly.
What was I doing? Medicine. That is 22.
He looks like he's alive. He's not undead. From what you know about undead creatures, he has a pulse. He's warm.
Ugly.
Yeah, he's toasty.
We could talk to him.
You do see among some of
knock him
the
out.
as you're like examining him, you see the similar maker's mark, very tiny, and it's only on like the top of one of the screws in his face.
Okay, so it's the same route.
Yeah.
It's the right.
Same route.
So
Same
I don't
route
want to advocate for murder hoboing. I don't want to kill people if we don't have to. My only devil's advocate thought is this guy looks like a fucking bastard. And if he gets free and we have to fight him later, he's going to be even more pissed. Do we want to save ourselves a job now? And that is a devil's advocate, because we could have to fight him again later and he might be like more prepared than us dicking on him in one
My only
round.
problem, or my main problem with this, is that we've tied him up.
That's fine.
Really horrible.
I understand. Do we want to untie
And then run away before we stab him in the back.
What if we wake him up,
Dark part.
ask any questions we want, we can just knock him back out again?
Or
I
can kill him and then we can kill him and then I can just ask his corpse anything.
No.
Okay, two things here. Firstly, I'm going to take myself out of the decision making, because this is not how I was brought up. I'm not killing someone unless it's in battle. Secondly, I think we should probably get out of here quicker, because
Leave, yeah.
if they've kind of seen the lift as like done a bit of a weird thing.
This is it. I don't want to spend ages on it. This is me doing devil's advocate. We could, like, I understand why you don't want to do it. I understand why you don't. I don't necessarily want to do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's a fucking beast, and if he's like full strength, he gets the drop on us.
Yeah.
And there's 10 other people we have to kill. Do we want to have this as a risk as well?
I understand that
another
logic.
window.
I'm just taking
No,
myself
that's
out of
fine.
the decision making. You
Fine, okay,
you're
we'll
still
leave him.
mad.
We'll leave him then. We'll leave him
Do you
then.
want to melt him?
I will say
How much
that
did he see of us?
you guys haven't made any mess, right? You've stolen a few things, but the lift is fixed. So, you know, there's that. I'm not saying that means anything, but it's not like you've gone in and burned the place down. You've stolen some papers.
Yeah, he also probably didn't see any of us, apart from me.
Fine. In which case, yeah, let's leave it then.
He
I'm
would
fine
have
with that.
seen you. Sentinel was disguised the entire time, didn't take
So was
damage.
Moxie.
Moxie was, and well, you guys were in disguise, so
We were all hiding.
you were hiding. He may have seen you two when you casted and ran, but
like,
unknown.
from afar.
The only person he 100% saw was Maya.
Yeah.
I'm fine with leaving him, but I will say that if he does come back and beat our ass, I will just go.
If he kills me, I'm gonna be mad.
If he kills me in combat, I will be haunting all of you, and that's fine. That is something I can live. I can fine with
If he comes
leaving.
back, glasses slide.
It will just be me straight deadpan at that camera and going, I fucking told them. I am fine with leaving him. It's just if we don't want to
Okay.
run the risk of getting our ass
Very reasonable.
beat.
You get the high ground if we fuck up.
Yeah, cool, sweet.
Yeah.
Fine.
What's the plan, guys?
We're going
Let's
up.
go.
We're going up. Sneaky, if
Up
somehow
the lift
with the
or
lift.
back the way you went?
with the lift.
Okay, okay.
Just get WD-40 out.
I'll disguise myself as him.
Yeah, we're all dressed up. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Is that a bet? You've got a spell slot for that?
I have Mask of Many Faces. I can do it as many times as I fucking want.
Just checking. But yeah,
You gotta remember me at Dustmit every hour being
yeah.
like, and I reapply.
Okay. Yeah, you look like this guy.
Can I hear anyone up the shaft?
You hear the water. It's,
That's rigid.
It was more than Sarah just went.
you don't hear anyone.
Okay.
It is just the sound of water.
Let's go. Let's all cross our fingers that they're all
cross our
coming.
fingers. Yeah.
You probably all can't fit on it. It's not a huge lift. Maybe you could all fit on it.
I mean,
could you
Eugene's
get
half.
on?
Sorry.
We'll say for the sake of it.
I mean, I
Right,
can
what are
always
you
go
trying
up
to say?
first as him and see if
just-
anyone
For the
else
sake
is
of
up
ease,
there.
if you guys all squeeze in,
speaking,
Yes.
you like make sure you don't clip your arms on the ceiling as you come up. You can probably all squeeze on. So you squeeze on the platform, shoulder to shoulder. Eugene's kind of like,
Do we have?
Can I
like,
just
real
say,
awkward
I
lift
did actually
conversation on the way
think
up?
Eugene could cast Ray of Sickness, but
You
it's not,
could do
if
that
I
if
was
you
still
want.
if I was still mad, I would have done.
Yeah.
But
fair
also, I then I would have had repercussions and like not spoken to anyone for ages.
psychological damage.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
gonna hum some like lift music on the way up.
Some music.
Okay, so
Sound uncopyrighted.
2 minutes pass as it now more at a much more controlled pace moves up. You've hit the lever. There's no going back. You're moving up. Get to the ceiling about 2 minutes later.
There is go back if we just jump.
Yeah, you're 100 feet in the sky.
End it. Can't take it.
You rise all the way up through this long vertical tunnel of rock and completely pitch dark, and eventually you feel the cold. You see a fog drifting down from the shaft, down the edges of the shaft, and then you move
Foggy shaft.
Stop saying it.
And then you,
Names for shaft.
the lift comes to a stop. And you're in a cut-out alcove that's about 10 feet deep and 10 feet wide, and it is dark. The sun has set behind the walls. You are looking at the rear side of. You're in the base of a cliff that makes up the back wall of the HQ. So you're looking at the rear side of that building you had the fight in, the one that's been burned out steeple. There is just fog everywhere. It is dark.
Sorry.
So we got
Sorry, did we
nowhere.
go down, around, and then back up?
Yeah.
Right where we were.
Yeah.
Great.
You're about. So if you've moved like from
10 feet.
from point. No, you're way further than that. From point to point, it's about 200 feet. So you're like.
It took us a day.
No, you were down there for like 5 hours or whatever.
We did a lot of tunneling.
So much.
Spelunking.
So much caving.
It is quiet.
Oh, I step off the lift. Gonna get out the
Can you
lift.
hear any people? Like anyone moving? Or is it so foggy?
It's foggy. You guys can't see anything. You can hear remember it's heavily obscured around here, and you can't. You can hear the sound of the wind. Yes.
Oh no! I just for the next pause, I was gonna
Oh right, yeah.
just
Alright.
say, do you want to go back to the hotel for a sleep?
Yeah.
Because we know where this comes to now, so
Yeah.
we can come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Done.
Let's go home.
So shame we don't know where the cliff is, where they're meeting.
Like the one we're right next to.
It's
Well,
a
there's no
cliff.
one
The
here,
whole
though.
the city is in a cliff. So
Yeah.
Where's the cliff?
We're all so
we should probably
packed.
look around
Let's go
places for
home.
like lifts that go down next
But
time.
yeah, let's next time we're in a place,
daylight.
any place,
Just in a
anywhere we
field.
go.
it's pretty well hidden
Okay.
in this fissure.
Well, we know where this is now, so my suggestion is we go back to the hotel and
That's what it's called.
Questionable pronunciation.
hotel.
We do have a free meal waiting for us.
Get some food, and then we could also ask our lovely friend Morning if she has heard of the name that has escaped.
Christopher.
Fane.
Christopher. We can ask.
One thing I will say is you guys don't see a lever up here. You don't know.
There's probably a magic bullshit. There's probably some magic bullshit.
Find the magic bullshit.
We can find the magic bullshit in the pissing morning.
Yeah, when it's daylight.
When it's
Because
daylight.
it is also foggy, so foggy and dark is even harder than foggy and daylight.
And also, we're all exhausted and
Yeah.
no spells. Eugene's still pissed.
Yes, I would say I would like to explore the city at some stage.
Right, what are you guys doing?
We're going home now.
Yeah.
On the walk back, I'm going to message
we've done-
Florin and because I've still got Florin. I'll take Amaya out. Message Florin saying, "Have you still got Clayton?"
You
It's
hear,
been 2 days. We've done 2 jobs.
Not
you hear him say, that's Clayton's voice.
which one's going to come out. Drum roll.
You're right. No, I'm at Rippers.
What voice was that?
Florin.
not
Rippers.
Oh, Florence.
That's
not Australian.
Clayton.
I thought it was Clayton.
Do you want to go
Clayton's.
meet Florin? Should we tell Florin where we are, or do we want to go meet Florin for a drink, or do we just want to go home?
I want to have a drink at the place we're sleeping.
Okay, I'd message Florin back and say, we're at the old diver's bell end.
Divers.
That's a good
It's
term.
just the old diver.
The family inn.
The family place.
Oh yes, that well-known family pub, the Bell End.
I can never remember if it's the
The bell
diver's
end.
bell or the old diver. And at the end,
If you went with Bell End,
Damn.
it's a solid guess.
that's where we are. If you want to come for a drink, but also respect the drip, do what you want.
That was another sending, was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you got him in the book.
Unlimited, bitch. To these 3 people.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
I don't know. It's pretty lively in here.
I mean, do what you want. I'm just offering to hang out. You don't have to be.
Yeah, that's
friends
what he
with
gets. That's I guess what he says. Yeah. You
You asked him about the drinking competition?
yeah, you kind of hear him cut in and say, You hear him like ordering another beer and doesn't realise that he's sent it to you.
On the way back, has there been any addition to my latest note?
So you guys only did that about 8 hours ago. And you move out down North Street, which is where all this HQ stuff just happened, past Jeffrem's. You cross the bridge, and this is the other one, so it's South Street, the complete opposite side, it's the one closest to the plaza area. And yeah, you check your posts, but there's nothing there. You see the one with the moon and the mountain, the new carving which was added after your initial one, and then your marking of deference. No other additions as of yet. You guys move along South Street. You go to the old diver. So you move up down into not South Street, South Fisher. You move up the canal. You see the old tavern. No, it's fine.
No, I just wanted to say taking off clothes. The loads of clothes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've just taken off my clothes.
Completely naked.
Just all you walking through the town.
Yeah, you're at like you kind of walk
I'm
through
dressed because
marina.
I only disguised. So I was like, what the fuck?
We made an impression on this city.
Yeah, you're skirting the marina effectively by hopping the bridges at Skur Street, and then you go to the south one, you move up the canal down that fissure, and you see there is the wooden tower, the black tiled roof, and all the overgrown hedges of the old diver. And you move in, and it's got that old Versailles rug on the floor, loads of crappy books on bookshelves, old dusty vases, friendly smells of cooking meats and beer.
How many children are in the pub at the moment?
It's probably getting on for around 9 p.m, so you don't really see any.
Oh, good.
Hold a presentation.
What do you like to do? I'm just saying, just in case, something
Moxie's cleaned
happens.
the run up on the route.
We were attacked in a bar once. I've got kids to be involved.
Dead water.
You don't smell of that mouldy thing that we
Yeah,
have
you
to
look
swim
quite
through.
clean considering, yeah. Okay. You see Morning wiping down the bar.
Evening.
Evening. Evening, morning.
Oh, how's it going?
He's fine.
Yeah, Jeffrem's fine.
Are we too late?
You
for
got on
food?
with Jeffrem?
Well dealt
Yeah,
with.
he's still good.
Oh, nice. And she bends down behind the bar. How much did she say it was? Is it 50 gold each?
Yes, I think it is.
She collects up the gold.
And a free meal.
And a free dinner.
And a free meal. You want your free meal now, or...?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right.
It's been a day.
No worries, well...
Does it come with cake again?
No, not tonight. We've got meatballs and a simple loaf of bread.
Oh, sounds so good.
Butter. She preps all that.
Can you put my meatballs in the bread?
I can put it on it if you like. It's
Like a little meatball sauce.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Sticky balls.
Cool. So she gets
No.
50 gold each.
No, Stephen.
To be honest, this also sounds very much like lumpy slurp.
These aren't sticky balls, these are meaty balls.
Juicy balls.
Oh, okay, let's just move away from it.
So you guys get 50 gold each.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes later, she serves you the steaming bowls of meatballs in a sauce. It's just food, Jesus. And you get like a big hunk of sourdough with a nice spreading of butter.
I'm actually salivating right now.
And it's really good. It's quite peppery in terms of roasted red peppers, and it's really nice. It's maybe minced up remains of the pheasant that they've probably used most of. It's really nice. And you guys eat the meal, and you're like, it comes with a nice either a cold beer or something similar of your choosing, and you take a few deep breaths. It's been a bit of a pretty crazy couple of days for you guys, considering you just arrived.
It's been a very intense 24 hours.
So,
Can we agree to have a line in the morning?
Yeah, and then we take down the gang.
you guys see as you're finishing, you see Clayton come down from the stairs. He's got a towel over one shoulder, and he's like rubbing his hair. He's like, "You all right?"
You lazy shit.
Have you done anything today?
I had a real nice day.
Oh, that's nice. We had to swim past a dead Kazel-looking thing.
I
We killed
nearly
3
died.
dogs.
You what?
That one of those things is not true.
No, I did nearly die.
That's true. But not the gods.
No, not the gods.
Not yet.
I got bitten several times in the same spot.
Eugene's having a no good, very bad day. And where were you, Clayton?
Eugene
Freya kicks
swore.
the tombs-
You missed that.
It was great.
I don't think
I
it'll
thought we
happen
were going
again.
to pretend that didn't happen.
Freya
No.
kicks a tombstone.
I didn't.
I don't know. I just had another bath. It was real nice. But
You
I
had
might
2
do
baths
that.
today.
no, I had one yesterday and then I had another one today.
What else did you do?
Well, he looks in the morning and he's like, 8. I went on a bit of a walk. Just had a look at the city. I actually went around the plaza, real nice.
That's nice.
Any
That's
shady
much.
characters?
Any shady? No, I went in the day, so
I might have to do that. It was lovely.
You know, yeah. I won't lie. I had a look for a skeel, but no luck. Considering though, we probably, if he coached up here, him stopping in Delnori, we might be a bit ahead of him. But I'm gonna spend a little bit of time, I think, trying to find him. You never know. Anyway, and he goes over to Mara and tries to scoop up some of your sauce.
I pull my bowl away. You get your own.
Oh, okay.
You did
He's
not
sleeping
see
on
what
the
we
floor
had to do
tonight.
today.
Oh, morning. He didn't help with the job, so you'll have to pay full price for that meal.
And I would be glad to.
Do you have any money?
I do.
He does because we gave him.
I work hard for my gold. I'll have
Well,
you know.
not today.
No, and it sounds awful, so I'm quite glad that I didn't. So.
I'm
How did
very
it go?
jealous.
You kill with rats or something in there, in this tannery?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, they were very big rats.
They had hooves.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, you should have seen the amount of paper I would have had.
What?
And they could speak.
Kind of like part
And 9
goat.
legs.
Oh yeah, they had really good teeth, and I show the bite on my neck that I got from one of them.
Oh yeah, I do this. I lift up my jacket,
so great.
and I've just got a black patch next to my ribs.
Morning sits down at that as well, and she's like, "This doesn't sound. That sounds awful."
Yeah, it might be
wasn't.
infected.
Was Jeff from okay? It sounds like they were. These are.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He barricaded himself in his bedroom, and I think he's all right. We dealt with it, and then I made him some soup.
My God.
Maybe send him some food in a couple of days or so if you don't see him. He's probably got nothing. He spent all his money on the Odium Tryst.
Oh, the Odmium Tryst.
That one.
Wait, he spent money on the Odmium?
Yeah, he sent them a load of gold to try and fix it. They didn't turn up.
And make sure he's got the paperwork in order to do his risk assessment of his out-of-date chemicals. Some of them might have to be disposed of properly.
Okay, I'll make sure to let him know.
Wait, do you know anything about the odd man?
I know that they're a crew. I personally wouldn't be hiring people like that. Some people praise them as saints on the water, but Jeffrem is a funny old guy. Where others would hire mercenaries like you, or he doesn't really trust anyone in the city. I guess if I had to hire pirates, I would be going to them before anyone else.
Pirates? Oh yes, we do know.
Well,
You know a pirate, it's
yeah.
all good.
they're pirates in a way, but I don't trust them myself. But yeah.
Have you ever had a pirate come through here that is of the dragonborn variety?
I've heard of them, but as I said,
He's pretty tall. I think you remember.
You would know
I've-
if he's been in here.
I'll be honest with you, last time I saw a dragonborn was many years ago. You'd be better off asking if you're looking for someone in particular. Maybe see if Ripper's seen him.
Yeah, if he's a pirate.
Oh, he is
a pirate.
100% going to Rippers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going anywhere. He's going to be in Rippers.
Yeah.
He's probably there.
It's alright if I go have
under
a
a
bath.
table.
Help yourself.
Thanks. I'm gonna go have a bath and then go to bed.
You guys have
Tired.
paid for.
I think
Tonight.
this
And
is
she
the
looks
last
over at
night.
you and she's like, "Baths are on me. It sounds like you had your work cut out. Feel free to have another drink as well, and I appreciate all the help with Jeffrem."
Thank you. I'm gonna take my drink to my bath.
Okay. What's everyone going to do this evening?
I've
I'm
got
having a
one more
pamper
thing
night.
So you're having a pamper night.
I've got one thing I want to go out and do, but
It's probably around 10 by this point. So
that's okay.
Okay. Everyone else. So you're having a pamper night, drink in the bath.
Yep.
What's everyone else? Anyone else doing something like that?
Do you have a third?
I do.
Oh, bless you. Can you say?
My child.
Do you mind saying that message to Marika for me?
Yep. Tell me exactly what you want me to say, though.
I mean, are we gonna? Can we stay here for maybe a couple more nights? Maybe just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
I like it here.
Oh, you're gonna have to
Pay out that
describe.
gold fund.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can.
Look, I need to split it up because there's a lot of money in there at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do like I'll tell you about her and like show you what. And I do minor illusion in the hand, so you know exactly what she looks like.
I
So.
would say the minor illusion tips it. That's definitely enough.
Cool.
Previously.
Right. Okay. So can you send this to Marika? Hello, Marika. This is a message from LB. I'm in Delnori and want to meet at the old diver at earliest chance.
I say exactly that.
Okay. You hear back a moment later, Freya. LB! What an unexpected pleasure. En route. On a coach from Talbenary. Shouldn't be there any later than 2 days. Going Physicians Guild first. I've got one left.
1, 2, 3 words left. You were
3
very
words.
quick at the start and I was trying.
I'll go
Say
with
3.
Say 3. Have
Then
3.
meet.
Bye.
Bye.
I say that out loud as it comes in.
I kind of fucked up at the beginning of it. But that's what she says.
Can I try to sneak out?
Okay. Well, yes, you can.
Do I see Eugene when I'm going out?
Well, if Eugene goes first, so you'd need to...
Actually, no. If I see Aura going, I'll
Yeah.
go as well.
Okay. Well, Ori, what are you doing?
I want to go sort of towards the market.
You're going to the market?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about
An hour.
45 minute to an hour walk, and the market will be the maze market will be shut.
Oh, you're not going to steal the book again, are you?
The plaza. So the plaza district is the maze market, which changes daily, and then you have the resident market, which is where like that beer shop was. The sweet shop is a more traditional kind of alleyways with shops, but they'll probably be closed as well. It's about 10 o'clock at night.
That's okay. I'm not looking to buy anything.
Where are you going?
Okay.
I thought I'd see some of the sights and get my bearings a bit more.
Fair enough. I'm going to go to Rippers.
You're going to.
I will meet you there.
Okay. I didn't think the others didn't seem too keen, so I'm just going to go. I've plucked up the courage. I've had a terrible day, and I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to win a drinking competition.
I will join you.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll go with you first. I
just have one thing I need to do. And as we're going, I want to look around for basically someone sleeping on the streets or something that looks diseased.
Okay. You probably...
So like this.
I have a god complex.
Yeah, you probably... I mean, this place is pretty clean, and especially in the plaza, it's quite a market. But you could probably find someone who looks a bit drunk and a bit like hobbling around. You know, they're like...
Drunk could be fine.
Yeah, a bit drunk.
Eugene, do you mind waiting here a minute?
Just
outside.
I just figured out what he's doing.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried though. But is it going to be okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm going to help them.
Do I believe him?
Is he lying?
I rolled a 13.
I don't think he's lying.
He's not lying.
Okay, yeah, I'll just wait outside then.
Okay. So you've headed to the plaza. You've gone. It doesn't take you long to find one of a drunk guy stumbling out from one of the alleyways that's near. It probably leads to either the Dayton Arms or the Night Mountain or another drinking establishment.
So I'm going to wait until there's no one around, and once Eugene's outside, and before I come into sight of him, I'm going to take my cloak and I'm going to pull like the hood up, and I'm going to pop out the wings.
Okay, so you take it into the alleyway. What does he roll? Is a save?
No save. I'm going to do it before when I'm not in range of him.
Right. So the skeletal wings, kind of dripping with black, come out.
You seem to have lost your way, friend. It's okay. I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder and use lay on hands to cure disease.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Oh, that's natural one.
So he looks.
How drunk is this guy?
Yeah, he's actually just a good point. He's real drunk, and he's like, God. And you cure disease, which wouldn't. So you get to choose.
Oh yeah, I was going for someone that was diseased.
That's what Charlie looks like when he's waking up. I suppose like hammered.
It does work. It does work on poison.
That's what I mean. So can you choose the difference, or is it one or the other?
Can cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
So yeah, you know that he's drunk, but he may have a disease. You don't know.
That's what I was looking for.
So you. I mean, to be fair, if you're going to cure
his herpes,
you're going to immediately sober him up. Roll your performance check with advantage. You also got your wings out.
It's better.
Yeah, okay.
Better be.
Performance.
if it was 2
12.
nat ones, that's
Okay.
that's God into
So he's terrified for a moment and looks at you, your hooded figure with these massive wings that kind of hang over the alleyway, and he immediately sobers up, and you see the kind of glaze in his eyes brighten for a moment. What do you want?
Nothing. Just helping. And then, as I walk away, I'm going to accidentally drop a couple of silver.
Accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, and then I will go around the corner, drop the wings, take off the cloak, and me and Eugene will walk away.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to say Freya would not approve.
He doesn't.
cult.
I heard some sort of commotion. Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
There was a very drunk fella around there. I sobered him up.
Oh, why?
So vicious.
He lead.
He would sober up in the morning, I'm sure.
Maybe not.
Well, how drunk was this poor fellow?
Very. It might give him an opportunity to assess his life.
Oh, because
hopefully guide him on a better path.
Cool, because I'm about to go into a drinking competition.
So am I. Let's go.
But what you've just said sounds like, would you do the same to me?
I mean, if you were very drunk, I would help sober you up.
Okay,
that might help us in this competition. Actually,
I'm very confused.
Okay.
I think we're all very confused.
But okay, yes, let's go to this Ripper's place and see if we can find one of those forms.
Okay, so you guys head off back the way you came past Fisher, Skur Streets towards Chasm Town, kind of near the top of which is Ripper's.
Did people see us leave? Like, I don't know, because I just left. Like, did you tell anyone you were going?
No.
Actually, that's a point. We didn't really do that. I mean, unless you were stealthily going, people would have just been like, they'd have just watched you leave. But
well, I've gone for a bath.
you've gone for a bath, so
We're busy.
And what were you guys doing? And what's everyone else doing? Well, these guys, you've heading off to Chasm Town now to go to Ripper's. What are you guys doing? You're in the bath having a nice drink.
I'm then gonna go to bed.
That's fine. You're in the bath at the moment. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just be like, night, Clayton.
Shemaya on the way out go, do I have to go back to the Solar House again?
I forgot that you were sharing your
Yeah, dude.
Don't worry.
What are you guys doing? Well, if you go to morning, she's like, and you explain like what's happening. She's like, you know what? There's a small one off the side. Just take it. Hands you the key. She's like, any extra bedding, just let me know.
That's fine.
Okay. So, anyone else doing anything?
I might, before I go to bed, do commune, but I don't need to do it today.
I run through I do my nightly ritual of chasm, like tell everything that happened and stuff.
Yeah, you get an unexpectedly shocked response from the stuff about the Lotus, especially, I guess. She's probably be pretty shocked about that. That's like corruption on a strange level. You're going to cast commune.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
With the God's Lantern.
Yeah, I need to go shopping, so I can't do anything. So I'll just wind down from that, go to bed.
No one knows where we are.
It's now because we know they're related.
You just You just
You're like literally seconds away from
yourself
starting
out.
community. You're like, oh fuck.
I don't know what to ask anymore.
Well, it's up to you. We can wait until next session. It's up to you.
Yeah, can we?
Okay.
Has my god changed their name again?
Yeah. Who the fuck is Steve?
Okay. Well, that is where we will end today's session. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.